This is Blunt Cut Metalworks, and today is March 3rd, 2016. And today I'm going to test the toughness of a blade that got heat treated and as quenched. That means it's not tempered. That means how the crystal of the steel, because steel matrix, they just they transform from austenite to monazite. And this test probably going to end up to be destruction test. That means it will break the blade. The idea behind it is pretty much, if you think of diamond, it's very strong and hard. I mean, really strong. And you have crystal structure, carbon structure that perfectly aligned with each other, very strong. Ice is also, you can see, they have crystal structure. But both of these actually, when you wedge them, and it will, the face of the crystal will just slip, and a crack happen. And so therefore they're not really tough. And if you envision something like wood, like say this pine, the grain they are really stray, so it's not really that tough. And you know, it's fairly easy to split or something like that. But with something more twisty, interlocking, then you get harder to split. And that wood is not as twisty, I mean interlocking, like this piece of wood I use hammer handle here. It's called Kumaru, which is a Brazilian teak. It's extremely interlocked, so and heavy here and strong. So I use this one, a temporary handle, so the torque here won't, hopefully it won't break the tang of this. The tang only goes right there. And so anyway, basically it's going to test for toughness. Toughness meaning that it's not, if I press it, cut into, say, a piece of metal or something else, that is strength. You press things. Toughness is about when you have the impact, the force, the way they propagating, that he go propagating, so that for the crystal, the crystal disperse the energy, or they're just going to slip along, and they can get cascade failure. And so the blade can be thick, but one initiate a crack, and so that's what almost like a V-knot, choppy V-knot. When a chip happen here, like a V. So you have a stress razor happen there, and then you have the energy, the impulse of the force that you're going to shear that matrix, that crystal. And so now testing my heat treater, they say how perfect this matrix got formed when I quench it. So the Rockwell hardness is about 67 plus, meaning that I test 5 times or something like that. I got between 67, 67.25, and 67.5. So I could call 67 plus here. So initially, well, the edge is decently sharp, and it's not perfect because when I measured it, the caliper kind of run into the edge. And the edge thickness behind the edge here is 17,000 of an inch. It's fairly thin, so therefore, you know, I expect a lot of damage from this test. And the sharpening angle is 15.5 degrees per side, which is 31 degree inclusive. So you can see I drilled the hole kind of crooked, so I'm going to have a crooked chop. So last test I felt it torque, so it break the tank too soon, and so my test got interrupted. So this time I'm just going to chop something. Again, test for toughness. That means chopping here. So a lot of force concentrated. I mean, if you chop on something like, say, this copper, even though it's soft, if I press through, it's not much. This strength. Chop, I want impact. So think it fell easily. And so that's what I'm looking for, and see what is my failure. See, it doesn't go through. If I tap through it, easy, but chopping is harder. Wait, okay, there you go. Hopefully I don't drop the camera. Okay, so that thing flew way off, and I look at it. Copper is soft, so didn't do anything. So in other words, for the impact, hit the copper, no problem. So it flew away. And when you, something with a small radius like a nail, again, all the energy in the force focus on the small contact area. And for a rock, and this is the sandstone rock, and say if you were doing work and with a chopper and you happen to run into, I don't get this thing, run into this rock. Okay. Test it. And see what happened. So let me do tap, 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 tap. Okay. So you probably, okay, there the sunlight. You can see, a tiny bit of something. So now I'm going to do, so you chopping thing, and your edge ran into a bigger chop. Okay, so I think that's pretty hard. But that is a sandstone, so they're not of this kind. It's, and there clearly some damage, but you probably see reference to the supplement bevel right there, the shoulder. And so the height of the shoulder is the face of the bevel is 32,000 of an inch. So right now you see some damage, but you got chip happen. The damage happened there. If you got a chip, it's like a stress riser. It didn't propagate all the way to destroy this plate. So, and this is cinder block with some kind of aggregate in it, and so I'm not sure this thing didn't break. Okay, now you go back and looking at the chopper here, and you can see nothing go past. I mean, they just barely dent into here, but nothing go anywhere to half of the supplement bevel. See, right there. And here is the face. And this is a rock that did a lot of let's see, damage. Let me go. Okay, here you go. Again, I'm looking right here is the contact. I mean, to be realistic assessment here, chopping this is a bigger contact. But how about if I put it at an angle here? And this is, well, it's not kind of not very good solid surface. Okay, anyway, we'll try to create a lot more force, like, so they can propagate up to the spine, and will break the blade. If it breaks, then you have catastrophic failure, or if the rock willing to stay. I don't think that's going to chop going to be satisfactory. So I think I'm just going to chop like this, maybe. Okay, this one keep bouncing. Okay, right here. It's still going to be contact. Yeah, fail. Okay, one angle here. All right. Well, that was too easy. That's not fair. There you go. Found another rock. Actually, and this one have a little ridge right here. So, and it looked a little bit more bigger and probably tougher. Ah. Oh, wow. Okay. So this going to be, could be the end of display. I progressively get strike it harder, so that so at least I can learn when the breaking point is. Let's take a look. See, one I got blunted into it. I mean, right now you got blunt into it. I feel this shock on the handle. I just want to. Oh yeah, okay. The epoxy chipped that way. Let's see, it's too tough. Okay. So I thought I felt something. So the epoxy here. This is a DEFCON. I think. Yeah. Epoxy. So it's very brittle. I mean, it's temporary. So I think it probably got a feeling they might break the thing around here, because this is not going to break this rock with this force. But I would like to split it. Before I got there, let's just switch to the nail. I put the nail on here because they have on this piece of okay. Chopping is not tapping through with a lot of demo you see. This is, you accidentally say you chop into a 2x4 and there are nails in it. There you go, that'll cut in the nail. And this thing is okay. I mean, I'm sure they had a dent and everything else, but I'm looking for rustic and see where is this located later on. I probably try to hit it right here, so that if they survive it where the 1.5 is. Okay. Well, in that case, let me kind of tap to. Oh, there you go. You see when you tap something with a rebound to the nail on something, not like an anvil, and now you look like it's up for a good sized chip here. It bounces all over, and a lot of lateral and everything else. It's crazy. But what I'm looking for is, and see, this failure here did not cascade up. So again, remember, it's like a diamond, not ice. When you go into it, the whole thing going to get break. So this thing is so far doing okay. And let me try to hack at this nail one more time before I go back to the rock. Oops. Oh, okay. I got my goggle on, so the nail could stick in my leg, but okay. Yeah, it's pretty rustic beat up of the nail. But you can see when the chop there, when I didn't do crazy lateral things, it didn't do any big chip or anything like that. The strike is pretty hard. Now, objective is either break display, either this rock break or display break, and by hitting it. I'm going to get it harder, and I'm going to stand back a little further. All right. I think this rock is... Okay, that show something right there. That is a flake of chip right there. But you can see if our modern side is the matrix, it's the lattice. If the lattice is have a lot of straight grain, meaning that it's a plate modern side, that means it won't have a long face. It's going to slip, and then also big large grain. Again, it's how the force distributed. It will tear the blade. This is what you want. I mean, of course, instead of it, if you have a regular blade, say tough blade, and you hit thing like this, well, the dent or the roll is going to be huge. This is actually, I will take a picture and post it on forum later. But that, pretty tough blade. All right, that'll be one more whack, and then we'll call it done, because I think this video get okay. I'm going to do a super hard whack. If it break, so be it. Right here. Yeah. Okay, I will hit where the chip is, near to where the chip is. So pretend that is a stress riser, a C notch or a V notch. So. Okay, that wasn't how I want to end it. It's a misstrike. Okay, I will stand up and hit it. So this thing is crooked. So. No, it torn up the handle, and this is Kumaru interlock grain, so the force is horrendous torque, and it torn the handle. So far the blade hold, so I'm going to take a picture and show it. Thanks for watching.